Conversation 1.
It looks like the government is going to raise taxes in the budget tomorrow.
Seriously? I really don't see how that could be a good idea. It'll reduce spending and affect the economy without a doubt.
Conversation 2.
They just said on the local news that the bus companies are planning to reduce fares for travel after 10 o'clock to get more people to come into town.
That certainly sounds like it would work well. It would definitely help shops and businesses, as well as the local attractions.
Conversation 3.
Oh no, not again. The air traffic controllers are going on strike. That will cause massive delays at the airports and ruin a lot of travel plans.
Well, to be honest, I'm not really worried. I'm travelling by train for my holiday.
Conversation 4.
It says here in today's paper that the government is going to offer free dental checks to people over 60.
I'm all for that. Anything that helps people take care of their teeth has to be a good thing.
Conversation 5.
There's a report in the sports section that says Athletic are going to buy that Brazilian striker Reginaldo for £40 million.
That much? I can't seriously believe that. I really don't think he's as good as the experts say he is.
Conversation 6.
The government is going to bring more doctors and medical staff from abroad to fill vacancies. Maybe they should try to find more here.
It's all the same to me. As long as they're qualified and speak good English, it shouldn't matter where they're from.
That'd be ideal. 6 months is just right for you. You could follow their progress and how the project develops. From what I know, the Pluto project is already a success, but with the Mars one, you can assess how successful it is as it progresses, and you can write it up for your final report.
Yeah, that sounds promising.
OK, but before we decide, I'd just like to mention one more. I heard that the Chinese are planning an expedition to the moon.
What? Another man or woman on the moon? That's already been done. I don't think the moon's particularly interesting these days.
Simon has a point. I mean, the Chinese are coming up now, and they've got some new ideas. I don't think they're sending any astronauts. I think it's just an expedition with robots and machines to find the best place to start a colony.
Yes, but I don't think that's particularly interesting. I mean, no one has ever seen Pluto close up, and no one has tried to go to Mars, so I think they'd be more interesting expeditions to do.
You have a point. Perhaps it would be better to focus on one of the other two.
Okay. If you ask me, I'd prefer to see how a group of people get along living together in a difficult situation, like they'll be doing in Arizona in preparation for their trip. I think you'd get far more out of that, but the final decision is yours. What do you think? I assume you've seen the latest update from the Mars project. One of the people has had to leave the project in Arizona, which is a bit of bad news. It only came out last night.
Oh, really? We missed that. Who is it?
Alfonso, the biologist. That means that they won't be able to monitor the plants they've been growing for food. Apparently, his mother was taken ill, so he decided it was more important to be with her than stay with the project.
His mother's ill. That's a pity. I hope it's nothing serious. Are they planning to bring someone else in, or have they got someone to take over the plant care?
Well, as you know, according to the rules of the project, no one else can come in once it's started, so they'll just have to make the best of it. After all, in a real situation, you can't just call up an agency and get someone else.
I think Carla would be the best person to take over. As Chief Medical Officer, she's had training in biology.
That might be true, but I'm not sure that means she's the best person for the job.
Why not? There's nobody else in the project who's got her experience in that area.
Maybe, but I personally think the best solution would be to share the work. I'm sure they can all learn how to do it, and what's more, they can make sure that if anything else happens to one of them, the others will have a good idea of what to do.
Yeah, I agree with Dr. Thornton. That would be the best solution. But I'm sure they'll announce their plans later.
Right. So now that update is out of the way, let's see what other progress you've made.